It's official. House Speaker Dade Phelan has avoided what could have been a historic primary loss. Phelan will retain his seat, beating a candidate endorsed by former President Trump. Now, these are the up-to-the-minute results. Again, Phelan winning with 50.7% of the vote. David Covey coming in with 49.3%, very close. Fox 7 Austin's John Krinjak has been following this runoff throughout the evening. John, this was a hard-fought race for the Speaker, as well as several other Republicans who were forced into runoffs.
Yeah, you're right, Rebecca. Really, this runoff, the conclusion of a hard-fought battle within the Republican Party. House Speaker Dade Phelan, as you mentioned, he declared victory in just the last few minutes. His opponent, David Covey, admitting defeat. Now, while Phelan will hold on to his seat, whether he'll actually stay on as Speaker remains an open question. House Speaker Dade Phelan victorious in his home district Tuesday night.
This has been a real battle within the Republican Party.
After a hard-fought primary runoff race against GOP challenger David Covey.
As an incumbent Speaker of the House going to a runoff, which is unheard of in Texas politics.
Not surprisingly, turnout was very low at the polls statewide, but it was notably higher in and around Phelan's hometown of Beaumont.
Basically a tidal wave of turnout in the areas that are good for Speaker Phelan.
Phelan's win coming despite former President Trump, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, and Attorney General Ken Paxton all endorsing Covey. Paxton was pushing for Phelan's ouster as payback for the House impeachment of the AG last year, which ended in an acquittal in the Senate.
He's going to try to spin it as a victory, saying, sure, I took this person to a runoff, but at the end of the day, his revenge tour falls a little bit flat because the person he wanted most out of office is still in office.
But Phelan's win now and his expected victory in November doesn't necessarily mean he'll pick his gavel back up in January like nothing happened.
And there's going to be a lot of challengers to that Speaker position, and some of them are going to be backed by the Lieutenant Governor, who's going to want to be able to handpick who's going to be working on that other side of the Capitol.
Tuesday was also a good night for Governor Abbott, who's been campaigning against several sitting GOP House members.
It's the governor trying to settle up his feud with those Republicans who voted against his position on school vouchers late last year.
Sure enough, Tuesday night, most Republican incumbents who were forced into runoffs after blocking vouchers were overpowered by Abbott-backed challengers.
Abbott right now is trying to get as many votes in his pocket as possible so that when he brings the issue up again in the legislative session, that end zone that he keeps trying to reach is a lot closer.
Abbott posting on X Tuesday night, the Texas legislature now has enough votes to pass school choice. But some caution that getting school choice passed could still be an uphill battle for Abbott, especially if Democrats are able to flip a few House seats in November.
But there's still, as they say, there's still a lot of baseball left to play.
Yeah, all eyes now on November. On Election Day, we'll have a better idea of what that balance of power will look like in the Texas legislature. We're live in the newsroom tonight. I'm John Krinjak, Fox 7 Austin News.